I'm not going to say the F word that refers to, that the LGBT use amongst their N word. Let's put it like that. I'm not going to say their N word.
And they got so many letters now. It's LGBT.
LMNOP.
No, I mean, well, LGBTQIAS squared plus. No, I'm not even joking. That's a real thing.
So they're just making up shit now at this point.
No, the S2 stands for two sex or something like that. Something like that. I think that's from like the indigenous.
Didn't we just
I think that's from the indigenous
the two-spirit thing?
Yeah, two-spirit. I think that's what the S2 stands for. Two-spirit.
They had it simple at LGBTQ plus. That's what the plus was for. Like, goddamn, y'all just look. Y'all need to think of a new name. But either way, so
that was only something I learned because of this Lakota guy was talking about it on Twitter. So I respect like the indigenous folks. So
yeah, I respect them, but all the other ones. But no, but my point, but like we was talking about, so like I said, I had gay friends and family members and co-workers, and somebody with the high school refers to themselves as the F word. If you don't know what it is, Google it. But anyway,
rhymes with maggot.
There you go. But and what I noticed, like from talking to gay people, like those are the group of dudes who like will like lie. They may lie about being a girl, and they fight girls and women.
And we've all seen them in high school.
Yes, definitely in high school. But it's funny because, you know, it's a weird. It's not even symbiotic. It's like a weird parasitic relationship between gay men or the LGBT in general and black women.
Well, yeah. So a friend of mine, her best friend called herself an F-hag. And she told me that's a real term. Like those are women who prefer only to
hang with gay men.
Hang with gay men. But she said a lot of them are also attracted to them. I'm like, doesn't make sense because she tried to get me to watch like gay porn and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not into that. She's like, what is that challenging your manhood or something? I was like, I'm not. I said I only watch porn for like stuff that I'm attracted to. I'm not gonna watch a type of porn for stuff I'm not attracted to. It's the same reason I don't watch like donkey porn and stuff like that. Like I don't want to see that. So why would I want to see gay porn?
I feel and the thing is, and this is my
and they're usually fat too. I'm not.
That's true. But here's my working theory: is that women who are F-hags, but they tend to have this weird fetish of emasculating men, and then get sexually aroused by it. Like and which is nothing wrong with it. I mean, hey, if there are some men who pay dominatrices to humiliate them, I have no problem with that.
That's different. That's consensual.
But I know. But let me finish. I was about to get to that. But the difference with F-hags is it's not like a consensual thing where they both can enjoy the experience. It's more so this I don't want to say evil, but it's kind of what it is. Like you get off on demeaning and abusing men, and that's kind of what it sounds like. But back to the other thing I was talking about. Look, like I said, those are the dudes who will fight girls and all that. And honestly, I've come to the conclusion: if I ever see it happen, I'm not jumping in.
I'm not. I already stated that like. For like just about anything, I'm not jumping into any sort of altercation that I see going on that doesn't involve me or people I care about. So it's not worth it.
I don't want to get, because either way I lose. Because if I help the woman, then you're gonna say I'm a homophobe. But if I don't, then you're gonna say I'm a misogynist.
Just legally, it's not worth jumping into a violent altercation with other people.
That too, but like. Societal wise, I'd rather be called a misogynist than a homophobe. Like misogynist is starting to lose its meaning. Like it's starting to lose the sting it once had. Like it's worse to be a homophobe than a misogynist. So I'd rather be called a misogynist. It's like misogynist is losing its sting. Racist is starting to lose its sting because it's been oh my god, it's been abused so much.
Yeah.
Anti-Semite is starting to lose its sting as well. That's getting overused.
Yeah, when you lob labels at people just because you disagree with their position, instead of the label being something that defines how they think, then it takes away from that term. So,
but yeah, but that's all I had to say. That's all I want to say. Like the whole F thing. Like I said, I have gay friends, family members, and I was always curious about it. Like they're like, especially that parasitic relationship they have with black women, and the best way it was explained to me was that they have to be friends with women, particularly black women, because black women are like their vanguard against homophobia, like
from men.
But they also will, but some many of them do call out black women's hypocrisy and how they will call straight men gay slurs when they aren't interested in them, or they do something they dislike. And gay men have even called this out, and they even called out how black women in many cases are bigger homophobes, because once they don't get their way, all the gay slurs start flying off once they don't get their way.
Well, the best defense against that sort of thing is lawyers.
That too, honestly.
And the long-term game is to put yourself in a higher socioeconomic status where, if people pop off at you, then, I mean, look at the anti-Asian crime bill. Like during the pandemic, they were getting harassed, abused, getting their asses kicked. It only took about 1 year to get a bill into office, signed into law, for anti-Asian hate, and that includes online. So all these people, all these passport bro detractors talking shit about Asian people, if you do that stuff online, that still falls under the anti-Asian hate law. So you might want to mind what you say online. No. That includes idiot barbers that say stuff too. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But
but no, like that, and like I said, once I heard, I'm like, you know what, that makes perfect sense. Like, it is a toxic relationship with them. And I would say, honestly, the best defense for gay men against homophobes: hit the gym, learn how to fight.
Yep.
Like, I don't care what nobody says. You're still, like, if you're a gay man, no matter what you want to call yourself,
you're still a man.
You still have the biological traits of a man. You still have testosterone. You still can build muscle.
And there's quite a few gay dudes that can scrap, so.
Not the F ones.
Oh,
Well, they don't count. I'm talking about, like, regular gay dudes who will, like.
Yeah, there's a lot of regular gay dudes
who will box the shit out of you. Like, and that's cool. Like, even the most hardcore thugs are,
yeah.
They're butt bandits.
A couple of them, because a lot of them get locked up. They've been only locked up for 2 weeks and already trying to butt wrangle. I'm like, dude, you're not even in prison yet. You still in holding, and you still in holding, waiting on your trial. And you already trying to take butt. Like, goddamn. Like, I can see if you was down bad for like 5-10 years. You've been down bad for 2 weeks, waiting on trial, and you already just roar, mitty. I see you in cell block. All right, let me stop, because they will get mad at me now.
But the funny thing is, I remember I went to high school when they were like freshmen by the time I think when they got there, they were freshmen. I think I was on my way out, and I remember hearing stories from some underclassmen, after we all graduated, how it was one dude, and I remember he was one of my classes. He was like, you knew he was gay. You just knew. Like, he had the voice, the mannerisms, everything. You couldn't tell him he wasn't a queen. Like, you couldn't tell him he wasn't a queen.
The wrist was always bent.
Wrist all on fleek.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, but he was a cool dude. He was never disrespectful. He never,
Yeah, it was.
He never, right. He was just a regular dude. He was just gay.
But I didn't know too many in high school, but I met quite a few in college. They were cool.
Right, but here's the funny thing. So when all like the wannabe hood dudes in his grade and maybe some other grades were popping off about gay people and all this, he actually dropped the dimes. So I dropped the dimes like, y'all wasn't saying this when y'all was asking to come over my house and do X. I ain't gonna get into explicit what they were doing.
Damn.
But I'm like, damn. That's why I was like, look, y'all can't be out here talking about gay people. And honestly, I respect gay people more who aren't down low, because at least they're open. Like, look, this is what I do, and typically, in most cases, I think they're more cautious about what they do and
the down low ones are the ones who spread disease. So that's why I don't respect that.
Right, like, look, if you bi, just be bi, but you're only bi. I get it. You know, black women gonna talk about you because you're bi.
Yeah,
I get it. But wrap up, use protection,
basically.
But yeah, that's all my thing. Like, it's a toxic relationship, but I think
no one's half the battle, guys.
It is. I just think gay dudes should, hit the gym, learn how to fight. If a dude call you out your name, punch him in the mouth. Yep. That's what straight dudes do, and it tends to work.
And I tell people, like, as a martial arts coach, I was like, sometimes the best way to end the fight is a nice punch to the face.
I wasn't gonna say that. I just said the best way to end any altercation sometimes, or just look.
I would say a nice punch to the face will end a lot of altercations. You don't need to learn how to pull half guard and do all this sort of fancy stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna pull you in the Kimura, then throw you in the half guard. That just sounds gay. But anyway, I'm sorry. Especially, I ain't gonna even get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because that was another thing I promised. I said I wasn't gonna talk any more shit about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I don't want to break that promise. But in any case, like I said, a lot of people in martial arts will tell you just sometimes a well-placed punch will end a fight, and I apply that to gay guys too, whether they gay or the F word, the ones who call self-identify as the F word. I'm not calling them the F word. The ones who self-identify as that, like, just a well-placed punch. Just learn how to fight, hit the gym, stay in shape, because staying in shape will keep a lot of people from messing with you. So did you have anything else?
Oh, no, I'm good.
All right, guys.